A player character called Robert Aske, who was a very passionate sort of promoter of the Roman Catholic faith in England at the time, and he was an old soldier, an ex-soldier who'd fought with Henry, so he commanded a lot of respect within the population and with the people of the country, and Henry perceived this as a threat, which he obviously was. He had an army of 50,000 men, which he brought down from York, and he's like, as I said, very passionate about his faith and very confident, very genuine man. I think he genuinely believes in what he's fighting for, and quite a formidable enemy for Henry at the time. And even though he's not around for too long, he makes quite an impact, I think. There's a scene, a particular scene where Robert Aske comes into the courtyard and he sees the destruction and the result of this sort of brutality and this sort of random thuggishness that seems to be sort of sweeping the country, and sort of monks sort of dying in the streets, and nuns lying on the floor, things burning, things smashed to pieces, icons and material just scattered everywhere. So it's a very sort of shocking sort of sight for him, given his beliefs and how strongly he feels. And I think he's sickened and angered by what he sees, and he's seen this all the time. This particular period in time, it's happening all over the country, and it's something that drives. I mean, that is his main driving force. To see this cruelty and this destruction. I suppose you have a sort of broad sort of idea of what you want to portray at the very beginning, but you're not quite sure of how to do it or how to or which way to go about it yet. But that sort of comes along with doing research and chatting to the director and and writers and stuff like that, and then seeing yourself in a costume, seeing yourself in that period with the sort of environment that you're going to be in. All those sort of things build up to create an atmosphere which I don't know. I think you have to create an atmosphere for yourself to be able to sort of inhabit that sort of world. But for me, it's a combination of things. It's not just one bang. I am the character. It's a gradual build-up, and I sort of consciously build it up as much as I possibly can, and use every means to do that. Whether it's through research or through costume or through debating it, discussing it with the director. It all adds up to usually quite a colourful sort of dense character that you believe in. I read it. I thought it was a really good adaptation. I think the director's an excellent guy. He very intelligent, very innovative, and an exciting man to work with. As are lots of the other people involved with it, the producers, and especially Ray Winston. I've always admired very much. I think he's wonderful. I think he's a fantastic piece of work. I mean, I was only on it for a week, but I had quite a few scenes with him, and the scenes we had together were worked out very well. I thought had an intensity and a sort of focus to them, which I think could be quite sort of nail-biting. I hope when you see it cut together, because the stakes are so high. the particular scene I'm talking about, with when I'm demanding, I'm asking for certain things, and he's saying, "Okay, I'll give you this, I'll give you that." So it's a very sort of edgy moment, and but he makes I think he's great. I mean, when I first heard he was playing it, I just thought, wow, that's fantastic. Because I can just imagine him being all those things that Henry VIII is. I mean, he's quite a larger-than-life character. And there's a sort of vibrancy about him. There's a humour. There's a quite sinister qualities as well.